Dear trading community, it's time for a quick update video because not much is really happening with Bitcoin right now. In the medium term, I still see some price levels that I want to share with you. I'll also tell you where my next entry is. It's down here. You already know this from the previous videos. There's nothing new that I'm sharing with you here. In this case, I'm actually still waiting for a rejection. We're also having some difficulties at the moment. If I go back here to the other analysis and we look at this, I still currently see if I take this as a rejection level, that means we have this high where we since then haven't triggered the Fibonacci level anymore. You know this, I almost only trade based on the Fibonacci level and we've had rejections again and again, even last time. As you can see right now, this would be our next price target that we need to break through to the upside in order to see higher prices. As I said, in the medium term, I still see us more in the price ranges between 101 and 108. But we must not forget either. At the same time, 81.76, 72 and 67,000 US dollars could still be the downside price targets from this structure book, which we must not forget. But these are now the long-term or medium-term assessments that I currently have. We also must not forget one thing with the old altcoins. We have a similar pattern. We have the months-long downtrend, just as you can see with Bitcoin. With this downtrend line, we have now broken through to the upside, and that's really the case in almost every altcoin we see here. Accordingly, I also have a few long positions open. For example, I have one open on Doge. I also have one open on XRP, which is open here, as you can see. We have one open on HBAR. Everything I shared in the last videos, for example, it really paid off that I set my stop loss just below my own stop loss due to some liquidity that was still above it. That means this position is still active. Unfortunately, I missed out on Cardano with a 0.5 entry. I set the entry a bit lower there, but it could still work out. Then I have XLM hit a stop loss, but the second position is in profit. Unfortunately, I also missed out on Solana. But I personally see Solana again here at $130 and $126. As another possibility with Solana, it's exactly the same problem as with Bitcoin. You can see it here. 0.5 Fibonacci, massive rejection. If you don't know how this works, how I analyze it in detail, feel free to check out my channel. I've put everything for you in the Trading Learner, Stepper Steps, and Profit Trader playlists. How I analyze, just like you'll see in my video today. At the same time, you also have a lot of trading bot passive income strategies, which are super interesting. Join the Telegram community as well. We share a lot there. So we really do quite a lot together here. When it comes to trading bots, but also analysis and things like that. And above all, what's new and active now is the Avalon Premium Signal Group. The first bot has been activated and is already up 11% in profit. There are trading bots, DCA bots, crit bots, but also regular positions are shared. But if you don't know about this yet, feel free to check the video description. There you'll find the link to the website and you can take a detailed look at it. For everyone who wants to support me, also check out the alerts group. There you can get a discount voucher for that. But today we're here to analyze Bitcoin. Not just Bitcoin, maybe a few other coins as well. But for me, at this point in time, it's very, very interesting. We still have the CME GAP, the New Year's Eve CME GAP that we have. And we must not forget we've been consolidating for a long time. Basically half of December. Strong consolidation. Nice breakout which really motivated me. Followed by a nice sell-off. Here I gradually sold a bit of spot and I'm also ready to buy back in down here. For me, this is still a potentially valid low that we could reach. If that's not the case, then so be it. But if we hit that at the same time as the liquidation within 2 weeks, that means 2 weeks where the new year was, where all the liquidity has now accumulated down here, that's roughly exactly where this CME gap begins. And for me, it's just a matter of time if we go for it now, so that we go down again. And that's also why, as you can see here, I placed a long position exactly in this area below the 0.618. That means once again using a Fibonacci entry. And even though on the 4-hour basis, this isn't really a bearish rejection Fibonacci. If I go down to a smaller time frame, we did have a structure break to the downside here. And right now, as you can see, just like with the 0.5 and 0.618 levels, this is considered a possible rejection. If we go down here, that's where I enter my long and then continue upwards from there. Accordingly, all the values for the trading bots that I will open here will also be shared in the signal group. What we also must not forget, large orders and whale trades. This is a super interesting tool, and once again it shows where things could actually come to an end if we dump downwards. As I told you, we have liquidations lying at around 88,000 and a bit more US dollars. We have this here in the E-gap, and now I want to show you how many long positions and spot purchases are actually here. Here, just on Binance alone, we have 316 million US dollars directed towards longs, plus another 80 million in spot purchases on Coinbase and Binance that are being bought here. I want to pull this all down a bit further. Do we see that this all increases right away to about $500 million US dollars right in this area that I just showed here in the ECAP, exactly in here and also in this liquidation cluster here, this larger one, all matching up together. And that could actually serve as support, so that if we go down, we can also continue to rise. So that's it for Bitcoin for now in the short time frame. And as for the midterm, you already know I really see us in the areas up here, or rather also down here. Both are very valid, and you can see here a completely boring area which we've only just now left again with a massive breakout. Yes, and here accumulation is happening. Especially here you can currently see very clearly if you look at the hourly chart just how much accumulation took place over the weekend. Yes, and we've basically only had a sideways trend. That means at some point now a really strong move up or down is very likely to happen. And as I mentioned earlier, yes, we have this pattern in the 4-hour chart and the daily chart. If we look at it here with Bitcoin, this long downtrend that we've now broken to the downside. We're going to look at all of this with Ethereum as well. Ethereum is exactly the same. With Ethereum, we've had a months-long downtrend since July. Since October, we've been in a downtrend, which we've now broken to the upside. Here too, further down in the E-gap, I have another long position waiting. We've already reached part of the target level, but maybe we're already on our way up now. But at the moment, I'm being a bit more cautious because there's so little happening in the market. Doge is exactly the same. We have this exact downtrend here, months-long breakout. It doesn't really matter which one I go through now, you'll see it in a moment. All very bullish signs. All of this is the reason why I currently have long positions open. Also H-bar, we have the same pattern everywhere, which is actually really bullish. And I just want to point out one thing, which is just as I have drawn it here with Cardano. I'll just quickly remove this here again. We actually have a bullish pattern here with a possible breakout to the upside. But if we don't overlook one thing now, and if we include this for every coin, we still simply have lower lows and lower highs forming. Ongoing bearish price action, which still hasn't been invalidated here. And that means this breakout could actually be, for us and for every coin, possibly just a fake out. Because we continue to make lower highs and keep moving down, don't forget that. So please keep that in mind. Only if, for example, Cardano breaks through the 0.4935 level to the upside. Would we actually have broken this bearish price structure in that case? And that's also how it looks with many other coins, where we've almost broken it here. But with XLM, you can also see the downward trend and a massive breakout. That's also the reason why I'm long here, but our last lower high, our valid one. It's exactly in this price range, and it would be very, very interesting if we break through it to the upside. You can see here how long we faced rejection here. That means if we break through to the upside here, it would be more of a bullish price confirmation. At least that's how I see it. Solana doesn't have that far to go anymore. The last valid, truly lower high we had would be here in this case. That would be ideal. The next point here would be the $171, but we can see this point here. If this finally gets broken to the upside, that would be super ideal for Solana. And we actually see this with almost every coin, that we need to break through these massive lower highs to the upside. But what I also see again, for example, is XRP. The last lower high was here in this area. I'll zoom in again as well. Lower high, lower low. And we've broken through that to the upside. So for me, XRP is very, very valid. I think we just barely managed it there. Exactly there, we also just barely managed to break through the last one to the upside. But what it still doesn't have, and what makes it very, very difficult for me, is that the last lower high is here with Bitcoin. We really need to break through this 0.5 to the upside so that we would then have room for the next move up. And especially with Ethereum, we can also see that we're currently not managing to make new higher highs. And we're basically fighting our way up bit by bit so that we don't make lower lows anymore. And that's already a wonderful sign here. But it could still be a bearish pennant. It still could. We can see here how nicely this pattern actually fits if I draw it like this. A possible bearish pennant is what we're seeing here. Or it could also develop into a bear flag if I now go up in height. So if I leave this here, just to remind you again, and we say we have this here as our possible flag so that we consolidate again in this price range, move upwards, where I will also activate my short positions again, and then really see a massive crash. That could be very bullish again. That was also the beginning of the end in the last bear market. And we saw a very similar massive crash, a long consolidation followed by a massive surge. After that, I first really formed the bear flag, just as we have seen it here now, and something very similar could happen to us. But we have to watch the market when the time comes. Exactly, but to make it easier for people. For those who haven't done it yet, for those who are interested, check out the premium signal group. But you also have the option to get a discount if you join the alerts group. Yes, if you use my exchange trader. And otherwise, that's it.